Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this episode of From Shauna's Desk. This is a semi-regular feature on my channel where I give you a few minutes with me to get a few insights and my thoughts, hear a little bit about what I've been doing, maybe hear a little bit about how work is going. Work is winding down, but I'm actually still in finals mode for another 2 to 5 days at least. So I do have a couple of students still taking finals for the next few days. For those of you who haven't heard from me in real life, it's because this last week has been busy with a lot of finals, a lot of changes and last minute switch ups. Yesterday we had our Christmas party, so we had a lot of food and a lot of gabbing. I promised you, and I don't think I have it, so I'm going to send it to myself. But I promised you a picture of the Christmas tree, which I'll have to look to see um, where my photos are. So I'm going to look for that. Also, I had some really interesting meetings this week. One was um, a meeting where I went over um, a movie with a student. Sometimes we have to watch movies and write reactions to it or something like that. And I wanted to share that with you. Let me see if I can find it. It was a movie done by an Australian um, producer, director, and he went and made himself a human guinea pig. I'll tell you more about it in a moment. The movie was called That Sugar Film, not to be confused with That Sugar Pill, which is a similar movie, but this is called That Sugar Film. It's a 2014 Australian production by producer, actor, director Damon Gameau. And he is at the time I believe he's a 25-year-old man at the time. Um, Pretty healthy guy, actually above average health. He goes in before the start of the movie to do routine blood testing and different markers on himself because he is embarking on this project to show the impacts of a high sugar diet on a healthy human body. And he has an underlying motive, which he makes clear in the movie, that the food industry, um, particularly in the US, but also in a lot of developed countries, has added a lot of extra sugars, even to so called healthy foods. So he embarks on a 2-month experiment to eat the not the healthy amount of sugar, but the average amount of sugar that the average Australian, because he's from Australia, the average Australian person eats um, per per day. He does that for 2 months, and he goes from being basically a slightly above average for his age, size, and weight, slightly above average male, to someone who's in the lowest 10% in just 2 months. And the movie traces his experiment, traces not only the physical changes in his body, but also some of the reasons why they occur. And he talks to healthcare professionals, he talks to scientists, he talks to authors, he talks to Michael Moss, who has been writing about the food industry and the perils of the food industry for a long time. That was one of the most interesting student projects. We had to basically watch the movie and write a reflection on it, but it was one of the more compelling and interesting projects that I've had to do of late. If you are a fan of the movie Food Inc., you might like this movie, or some of the other movies that are like exposés of different industries, like Super Size Me, very, very similar vein, but very compellingly done. I would seek out more from this man, but it's not for the faint of heart, but it may make you think differently about sugar and carbohydrates and calories after you watch it. So that was one project that I recently completed. Another one, which is up online for you, as I promised, is the review of Mountains of Spices, the sequel to Heinz Feet on High Places. The sequel is up. The review of the sequel is up for you. Also, I'm planning a video based on student interaction. I'm planning a video based on specific questions related to normal distributions. Not really a problem solving video, but just some observations about normal distributions, how they're used, when they're used, and what kinds of indicators in the problem tell us when to use a normal distribution. So that hopefully will be forthcoming. And I hope that once I get through all of these finals situations, that I will then be able to do some Christmas book reviews for you all. I've got a couple of books that I'm planning. One is Castles in the Air, which is a translated work from Swedish, I believe, and then by Kirsten Gear. And then there's another book that I'm also looking at too. So we'll see if I get to those. But I do have some shelf cleanouts that I want to do. So if you're a fan of my book reviews, then hopefully, Lord willing, once I get through the rest of finals in the balance of December, you can look for some of that December and on into January. I'm going to try and do another from Shauna's desk before the holidays. So if you're looking for a holiday edition, I'll give you, in that edition, I'll give you some plans for the channel, some communications moving forward. I've got a few more subscribers. You guys are watching the channel more than ever before, so thank you for that. I hope that the material, if you've been watching the statistics material, as I know some of you have, I hope it's been helpful to you. If you're watching the unlisted videos that are part of your sessions and you're a student of mine, then thank you for that. I hope it's been helpful. And if you are just a regular subscriber who has access to my public content and you have a suggestion about something you'd like to see or something that you'd like me to talk about, please feel free to leave it in a comment down below this video. I always appreciate hearing from you, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful week. I hope you're not getting too stressed out with all the Christmas festivities, that you're finding time to enjoy yourself and to remember what really matters, because it's not all the trappings. It's not all the gifting and the hustle and bustle. It's about looking to the one who created us and the one who came for us. And it's also about connecting with those around us who we might feel estranged from, or we might not be on the best terms with. So if you have somebody like that in your life, or if you have somebody who's um, maybe had a loss this holiday, or you've had a loss, reach out, connect with somebody, and get through the season. Know that it gets better. I hope that you're doing well, and hope that you're all kind to each other. I'll see you in my next video, Lord willing, very soon. Bye for now.